Welcome to 3D Learning. The topic is art, and this is video 4. This is about Nazi looted art and who owns the rights to it. The University of Oklahoma or the Arabs. It's very good, very easy, and we did the reading, and you have vocabulary, you have generated ideas earlier, and now we want to do some outlining. So it looks very simple. There are only 3 or 4 slides. So let's look at the main topic. What is the main topic? Now, don't just write the title. Write your own ideas about the topic. Write it very carefully. You can use many words, but this is not a paragraph. You just want to write some very key words. So, you write the main topic, create your own title, and what is the focus? What is the focus of the story? You write that right there on the main topic. There is a key idea in each paragraph. Now there are 10 paragraphs, I think, in this story, and you find one key idea in each paragraph. 2 words, maybe 3, no more. The key idea is you want to take this information, and you bring it down to 2 or 3 words. Okay? Normally I like longer, because longer is easier to communicate, but shorter in an outline helps you find information quickly. If it's too long, you have to read too much. You don't want to do that. So, here we have limiting the words helps stay focused and understand the flow. You want to see the flow of ideas. Don't get lost in the long sentence. 2 or 3 words to flow. So when you see the flow, 2, you can see the whole story in like 20 words. The whole story. And so you have things like this, and you want to write in here. I'm not going to do it for you, but you want to write it, and then when you come to class, you want to talk about it. And you want to say, oh, your paragraph's flow doesn't work. I want you to challenge other people. Make your flow, and they will challenge you, and you have to respond. So think carefully about the words that you use. You have some vocabulary in the book already. Use that vocabulary, but only 2 or 3 words. Using complete phrases or sentences will expand your point from the paragraph words. So, small things, just small. Keyword plus 1 or 2. If you have more than 2 words, 2 ideas, that is great. If you have more than 2 ideas, it's fantastic. If you have more than 2 words, don't go more than 3 or 4. You don't want a lot. You just want the key words. Don't limit the ideas, as you will need them later to prep for the debate. So the idea is to have more ideas, but short, 2, 3 words. So you want to talk, you want to say lots of things about, that's very nice, that's discussion. But on paper in your outline, in an outline you want 2 or 3, so you can see the 2 or 3, and then that will stimulate the discussion. Continue until you have 1 for each paragraph, and the lines are in the book for all 10. Some different booklets will have more stories, more paragraphs, like 12 or 13, and sometimes longer. This one I think has 10. Now you expand your outline, adding 2 ideas. So you have 2 words, 2 or 3 words about 1 big paragraph. 1 paragraph, 1. You have 2 words. Now you want to take those 2 2 words and make 2 ideas. And you find in each. What 2 ideas? And sometimes you have to think hard. You have to kind of, well, there's only 1 idea. And that's good. A paragraph should have only 1 idea, but you want to generate 1 more idea from that. So the paragraph will have 1. That's easy. You already did that in your main point and your paragraph. But from the paragraph, you want to add 2 more. And you can use a little phrase. Don't just use 2 words. Use a little phrase, and the lines are there. That's expanding. You're taking the main point right here, the core point, the center. You're adding 1, 2 little words per paragraph. Now you're going to expand it and write 2 ideas. Don't use more than 1 line. 6, 7 words. That's great. Focus on the vocabulary. Use the vocabulary from the story. And if you have more vocabulary, add more vocabulary. Write out your paragraphs using your previous work. Now you want to write your own paragraph. 2 ideas, you write a sentence, maybe 2 sentences. And then write your paragraph using your 2 ideas and your main, your paragraph, your 1, 2, 3 word paragraph, plus 2 sentences about your ideas, and then add a rebuttal. Add an opposite point to your first paragraph. So write a paragraph, write a rebuttal paragraph. Now, in your team, if you have 5 people, and you have 10 paragraphs, that's 2 paragraphs each. Don't do it all by yourself. Do it together. Each one writes their own paragraph. You have 10 paragraphs, but if you choose 5 paragraphs and 5 rebuttals, that's even better. 5 paragraphs, 5 people, 1 team, and rebuttal. That's your argument plus an opposite. Everybody does 1. If you can do 2, that's even better. The more you can do, the better. But you have to do it in pairs. Don't only do it with 1, just arguing yours. No, you want to do it in pairs. Do it in pairs. 1 for you and 1 for the other team. The team that's going to challenge you. You want to write something to challenge your idea. That takes a little bit of work. So do some reference checking. Go on the internet and check for stories that are similar. And what arguments do they use against who owns it? The original owner or the new owner? Look at other stories. And when you do, you want to make a reference. And let me bring this over here, because here's your story. And if you go, I'm going to bring this down here so you can see in the picture. Right here it says references. And if you click this, now you have a choice. And you want to, what kind of reference do you want? You want a footnote? You want to insert an endnote? What kind of reference do you want? So let's do an endnote. Okay, and an endnote you just put in here. And this will be at the end of your topic. Okay, that'll be an endnote. What about a footnote? If you go footnote, you want to go the next footnote. You can do it style. What style would you like? There's lots of different styles. Choose APA, it's easy. You want the bibliography, because you should have a little bit of bibliography. This tells you how you want to do it. You can put references. References is good, because this will be references. Choose this one. Okay? Manage sources. And Here's your source. Fill in the blanks. These are really good to do. They're really good for you to do and to learn. In a debate, you want to reference everything because you want to say, John Doe said this. And Julie Jones writes here. You want to use those references. You don't have a lot of time in your argument, but you have enough time to make a reference, and it's really good in your rebuttal. So you want to practice that. And if you put it here, use the references. Okay, you use APA. You manage your references, put them together. Okay, make a bibliography. You fill out the information. It will really help. And that's what this is, reference each point. Find more material to back your argument. Other people use it. And if you don't use it, your other team will probably use it. And use MS Word reference. So when you're doing your paragraph check, your paragraph making, go to a reference, find new information. Don't just download the PDF or copy and paste. Make the real nice. APA is a nice style, and you fill in the information, and it will put it in for you in the right idea. That's why use MS Word to insert or create a reference list. It's really, really good. It's a good skill to learn. And when you're doing anything, any research paper in any other topic, in any other course during your study or in a job, it's a very easy thing to learn. In the introduction, use the paragraph ideas. So if you have 10 paragraph ideas, okay, use 5 of them or 6 of them, and you put them in your introduction in the sequence that you will do this. This is good because when you are creating your debate, when you're focusing on how to structure the debate, every team member, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's first, who's the lead, who's going to close, okay? And you want to make your argument. So in the introduction, use the paragraph ideas to communicate the order, the sequence of your argument. If you have 5 people, you have 5 different ideas. That's the sequence. Simple sentence. 1 sentence per idea, maybe 2. It'll be great. In the conclusion, you write the same idea. You just change a little bit. What did you discover? What did you find? So this is, introduction is what you're going to introduce as your argument. Your conclusion is, what does your argument demonstrate? What is the final analysis? Very short, just like your paragraph, the first paragraph, your conclusion is just, this is what I found, in the same sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sequence should be the same. And in between, everybody has their paragraph and rebuttal, or 2 paragraphs and 2 rebuttals. That's what you should focus on. Writing out your paragraphs. Now it takes a little bit of work, and you want to do this as a team. Otherwise, you don't know whether you're going to match, and you can talk about the rebuttals. Where can I find this material? You can search for material together as a team. It's really great. If you have to do this online, then of course it will be a little bit more difficult. But what is online? You can join as a group in Messenger or Kakao Talk. You can make a little group and everybody can see each other. You can have a Zoom class, do a Zoom or a WebEx or whatever you want to use. There are many that you can use. And you get together and talk about it. Online, taking notes. Always taking notes. So that's very important. It's short today because this will take you time. Write out your paragraphs. That's very important. Okay? Use complete phrases. That's key. Okay? The idea is complete. Use longer. Use 7 words or longer for each. Don't cut it into small chunks, 3, 4 words, bang, bang, bang. Use longer, because the longer you have in a sentence, the better and more information you have, and you can move on with the next one. So don't cut it into small pieces. Make them longer. Expand your outline. So this will take, it takes work. You know, it does take work. So you should do that. Well, that's all we have today for video 4. Thank you for coming, and take your ideas back to your classroom and discuss it with your teacher, who will guide you and correct you and help you and prepare you for video 5 coming up. See you then.